It's a frozen world, yet strangely alive. Geysers erupt from beneath the surface, bursting upward before falling silent for eons. And oddly enough, this bizarre behavior mirrors something far more familiar and mysterious. Time. We live in it. Measure it. Race against it. But what exactly is time? Why does it feel so consistent in daily life, yet become deeply puzzling when we ask how it works? Time is everywhere, from ticking clocks to shifting galaxies. But it's not just a passive backdrop. It's an active, shaping force. So, what would happen if we tried to travel through time, especially into the past? Renowned physicist Brian Cox, like many others, has wrestled with this question. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, time travel into the past is likely impossible. Time, after all, is tied to space in a four-dimensional fabric, space-time, and it bends in response to gravity and speed. Some theories suggest that shortcuts through space-time, like wormholes, could theoretically allow time loops. But Stephen Hawking's chronology protection conjecture argues otherwise. Hawking proposed that the laws of physics simply won't allow past-directed time travel. The universe, he believed, protects itself from paradoxes. And paradoxes are everywhere in time travel fiction. The most famous? The grandfather paradox. If you go back in time and prevent your grandparents from meeting, how could you exist to go back in time at all? These contradictions suggest that backward time travel might always be forbidden, by logic, physics, or both. But what is time, really? At its most basic level, time is how we measure change. It helps us organize events, track what happens before or after, and make sense of cause and effect. Ancient civilizations mapped the stars and used sundials to measure it. But Einstein transformed our understanding. In his theory of relativity, Einstein showed that time isn't absolute. It's relative. It moves faster or slower depending on gravity and speed. A clock on a mountaintop ticks faster than one at sea level. Astronauts age ever so slightly less than people on Earth. These aren't just theories, we've measured these effects. This is time dilation, and it's one of relativity's strangest consequences. And it means that time can stretch, slow down, and behave in ways that defy our everyday experience. In our daily lives, time feels like it flows in one direction, from past to present to future. But at the quantum level, the rules are different. Some interpretations of quantum mechanics suggest time might be reversible. The equations that describe particles don't care if you run them forward or backward. So maybe time isn't as one-directional as it seems. That leads us to the question of time's origin. According to the Big Bang theory, time itself began about 13.8 billion years ago. Before that? The concept of before may not even make sense. The Big Bang didn't happen in time. It brought time into existence. Imagine time as a thread. That thread starts at the Big Bang. Asking what came before it is like asking what's north of the North Pole. It's not just unknown, it's undefined. But some theories challenge this idea. What if time is cyclical? In some models, the universe expands, contracts, and then explodes outward in a new Big Bang, over and over again. In that case, the Big Bang was just the beginning of this cycle. Others go further, suggesting our universe is just one of many. In the multiverse theory, there could be countless other universes, each with its own version of time or perhaps no time at all. That means time, as we know it, may be just one possibility among many. There's another twist: how we experience time. To the human mind, time is subjective. When we're bored, it crawls. When we're engaged, it flies. Our perception of time is shaped by memory and consciousness. We remember the past, imagine the future, and live in a narrative constructed by our brains. Without memory, there is no past. Without imagination, no future. Time, then, becomes a story, a thread we follow in our minds. But even without a time machine, we can look into the past. When we gaze at distant galaxies, we're seeing them as they were millions or billions of years ago. That light took ages to reach us. The farther we look, the further back in time we go. It's a form of time travel, courtesy of the universe itself. But traveling back physically? That's a different story. It would require bending space-time in ways we've never achieved. And even if we could, we might hit a wall, a singularity. At the Big Bang, physics breaks down. Space and time are so tangled and compressed that our current models can't describe them. Trying to go back to that point would be like stepping into a place where time loses all meaning, where past, present, and future blur together. Some physicists still hope that a complete theory of quantum gravity, one that unifies relativity and quantum mechanics, might one day reveal the true nature of time. Maybe time is emergent, not fundamental. Maybe it's an illusion. Or maybe it's the most real thing in existence. For now, all we know is this: time isn't what it seems. It bends. It stretches. It vanishes at singularities and reappears across the fabric of space. We can measure it, experience it, and even look back through it, but we're still far from understanding it. And that makes it one of the greatest mysteries of the universe.